I have been out in the woods. I made a video for you, but I have to upload it. I have to do that. But I don't know why uploading is... You have to keep YouTube open and you can't do anything else with your phone while you're doing it. How is that for weird? Anyway, so I went to the woods and where I got these Christmas trees, there was a view. I had to remove some trees for the view. And so I brought the trees home and we're having them for Christmas trees. And then I made this pine bark basket out of the log that was the end of it. And so today I went and I harvested this pine bark, and now, oh yeah, this I called this harvesting pine bark, but I'm not harvesting it. I already harvested it. Huh. Oh, that's a good way, Willem. Look at what Willem's doing. He's got this puzzle he's working on. He's got to remove 9 matchsticks in order to make there be no squares.
No, still haven't done it.
How many did you remove? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's still a square here. Okay.
Well, that you don't have to remove that. Look, there's no square there. When you put no, take that out. Okay, no, don't take it out. Where's the square you were? Oh, yeah.
Okay, we need to have on this, and we need this too, I guess.
And then there's another one
And then
there.
this one here. So now we've made more than 9, you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Huh.
Is there anything I could put back?
Oh wait, I'm supposed to be showing these guys what I'm doing. I gotta get out of this chair. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay, here we go. So, first of all, I put this pine log, which I couldn't take the bark off of because of the, but I've been boiling it in here. I bet you that this bark, I could really, just see, can you smell it? Do that? It's like all the sap is coming off. It's all melting into the water. Anyway, and here is the resin. It was on the tree. Now this was full to the top, but now it's all lowering down. There's some dirt in it. Should have a stick to stir it with. I don't want to use anything normal. Popsicle stick will do. I'm good. Happy Thanksgiving. Not sure if all of this is resin or if there's other stuff in it too. Guess I'll just leave it there and see if it all turns to liquid and the other stuff should float. Might be too hot though. I should move it to the back of the stove. You know what I did? I put some thyme in the water in the bucket. It's really nice. Hey, you know what would really smell good on Thanksgiving is to put poultry spices in the kettle. There. I bet you could make a Bet if you just dipped the popsicle stick in a lot, you could make it, could make like a resin thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, something got on the wood stove. It's all melting. You need a light in there. I'm just trying to move the light over so you can see it. Okay, let's try it now. It's very hot. Oops. Just light out of the way a bit. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. I've never tried this before. I grew up in Georgia. You'd think I would have tried something with the sap. Now I gotta watch YouTube videos and see what to do with the sap. How do you strain it? How do you get the bits out? There were big chunks on the tree.
Oh, I'm starting to smell the pine now.
Well, I'm melting the pine tar.
Big piece this time?
Yeah, a big giant
This? There you go.
piece.
The biggest.
How do you strain it?
There's like 4 pieces.
I love you. I'm glad your attitude has gotten much better this afternoon. It's much more fun.
Yeah.
Alright, where's Miss Maya? Right in her drink. If you really want a drink,
Probably have to strain it, but how do they make turpentine out of tar? Wow, smell it. It smells like tar. I mean, it smells like turpentine. They add oil to it. I don't know how to remove all this stuff. Unless I could, I guess I should strain it against the side maybe. That's what I'll do. I'll paste it up the sides and then the tar will run down and the pine needles will stay out. I think some of this is bark too. Oh, you got a better idea, guys? I don't know how to do it. You need something to separate them, like if you boil it with water, like that's how you do it when you're removing fat. If you boil fat with water, fat rises to the water. The junk goes on top of the water and under the fat. But let's see. I don't want to do anything dangerous. Everything I do is dangerous. So let's find the clicker. Clicker, clicker, ha ha ha. Ah. Yeah, we'll find out what to do with pine tar. This is what Willem is. He's working on that. You have 10 seconds. Can you imagine?
No, yeah.
Okay, so I'm leaving your spot here. Sorry. I'm going to do a thing for pine tar. Google. Pine tar. Okay. 5 tricks to using fine pine tar that the pros don't want you. Okay. What pros? So are you making any more? You tried different things? How many have you
No.
got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You got 10 now, so we get.
For example, I remember just after being drafted, I go up to my pitching coach and say, "Hey, coach," he cuts me off and he goes, "What are you calling coach?"
All right, so that's not what you want pine tar about. Making pine tar and its uses here. And there's making pine tar. We'll start with this one.
Okay guys, I'm going to be showing you guys another primitive living skill today. This doesn't necessarily pertain to survival. This pertains more so to primitive living or making your own varnish or stain that will preserve wood. Okay? So what we need to do here
Varnish or
is make
stain?
this, which is called pine tar. We need to locate a down pine. Okay? Like this one here. It's a good big old down pine, which means that all these lower branches on this pine, you can see they run all the way down here. Okay? Those are what you want. And the reason being is you want fat wood for this project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to hack all these branches off and get as many as I can. And then we're going to split them down and process them over here. And all this excess up here that we're not going to use becomes our firewood.
Well, that's interesting.
Fire,
Fat wood.
all pine branches burn really hot, quick.
Okay. Okay, so now what are you doing with them? But this is a little different.
Fire going before I get too in depth with anything. So I'm going to kind of break all this tool popper up, dry stuff at least,
Oops.
and
Okay. Now what?
be putting the wood down, throw some tinder all the way around underneath. That's what I did with that excess tulip poplar. And then I'm grabbing excess tulip poplar.
Hey.
And then I'm grabbing run up and down. Okay? We're just gonna shove all this in here. Kind of put it together like a jigsaw puzzle. And then we really gotta seal that top off. That's why I like that lid, because it closes well. Okay, because if you don't, this stuff's just going to start on fire on you. Same concept as char cloth, if you remember how to make char cloth. Okay, so we're just going to pack this guy full, like this. Pine tar. And just do it the next time you need it. If you're in a good place where you have a place where you can just leave this stuff and maybe stash it. Okay? Then you have yourself a place to make pine tar. And you can see its consistency, it's real, it's like oil, okay? It's sticky. And what we're going to do here is just kind of go over some of the uses. Okay, pine tar is good. Like if you were to have a wound or something, it's good for sealing up a wound. It's good for, antiseptical properties, just like pine sap. You can use the two together.
Oh, pine sap and pine
The
tar are
biggest thing
different.
that, a lot of people use it for is for sealing wood, okay? It will preserve wood, seal it, and it's kind of like a stain. Like a finish that you
Boy,
put
it takes a
on
lot of wood to
that you
make
could
that
use.
much pine
But it's,
to make
made from
stain.
nature, so you take a little more pride into it.
Or
What
do
I
you,
got here is a piece of cordage that I just whipped up here out of this tulip poplar. Nice little piece of rope. What we really want to do is dunk it when it's hot like this, so we can get the rope saturated in it. Okay, after we dunk it, you can see that it coats that like so. But that's a good way to keep your ropes from rotting. Okay, you just put some pine tar on your rope that you weave out in nature. Okay, primitive living. That's one thing that would make your life easier. You want to make rope and make it last, because you know how hard it is to make a lot of rope. You just don't get some pine tar.
that's a good idea.
Turns it into like a bank loan. Now, you could also use it on paracord. Paracord's not going to rot, but it will help make it sticky. Okay, I've had a lot of people have problems with the bow drill and getting it to stick to the spindle. Well, that's one way to do it, is just by simply dunking it in some pine tar. It'll stick to that spindle when you're using your motions, and it won't slip on you. And that's just another tip there. Alright, we went over that pine tar will preserve wood, and we went over that pine tar can seal a wound and help with that antiseptically. Pine tar will also waterproof things. Maritimes would use it for boats, waterproofing boats and sealing boats off. So we can use it in that sense. We went over dunking rope to preserve rope, keep it from rotting, pine tar. We can also use it in this sense. Okay, pine tar is flammable like a candle. Okay, so once we dunk a piece of rope, it's going to burn like a candle. And I brought this out here. This is just an old cam from an old tiki torch. You could carry these in your backpack. They're lightweight, weighs nothing, doesn't take up that much space. And keep the old wick in it like this. Fill this thing up with pine tar, and you got some oil to refill your torch with. I'll be using pine tar down the road here. You'll see me use it when I make my Osage bow, and maybe some other things that I'm going to use it on. So we'll go over that down the road, but there's how to make some pine tar.
All right, well, that was interesting. We'll have to comment and tell I have. How do you do that now? Oh, gotta go into that, and then I gotta go to subscribe. No. Okay, so now you're gonna go down to this thing here, below it, and then you go over to the channel, and then you go up, and then you go to subscribe, like that. And then Rambo Outfitters, so that's who making birch oil and tar. I just made a lean-to. A little bit of it. Okay, get out of this now. We need to find pine sap. Okay, up. Hey, how come it can already say harvesting pine tar, but hey, is that because it's live? Oh, wouldn't this be funny? Oh, isn't this going to be something else? Look at this. We can watch what we're doing. Hey, is that because it's live? Oh, wouldn't this be funny? Oh, isn't this going to be something else? Oh, it just started right there. So we're watching what we're watching. Oh, that's. It just started right there. So we're watching what we're Having a live video on a live video. Now I need another camera, and then I could see it through another camera. Having a live video on a live video. Now I need another camera, and then I could see it through another camera. Oh, wait a minute. People are saying something. Happy Thanksgiving. I mean, good morning. Good evening. How are you? I'm fine. Happy Thanksgiving. What do you do with pine tar? Well, pine tar is known for sticking stuff together. Like, if you can use it with birch bark or something, and it'll stick it together. Look, it's just right there. Like, she's just. Oh, what an old lady. My mother looked like that. Look, it's just right there. Like, oh, what an old lady. My mother looked like that. That was pretty sad looking. All right, enough of that. I guess I should get out of this. Let's see how many people are watching. 3. I wonder if I can do a thumbs up on it. You probably have to be signed in to do that. Let me see if I can do that. You have to go into it first, and then you go down. Push this pause button here. Pause, and then you go down. Oops, not that far down. You go across to channel. Live now. Look at that. I'm subscribed already. So let's see if I can go into this. Let me see if I can do a thumbs up for it. Let's see if this is going to be fun. Okay, so we pause it and we go over 1. Live chat, channel, more. We'll go to the more, and then you go over like this. Look there, I can put a thumbs up on it. Haha, I liked my own video, Willem.
Well, I think I've done it.
You did it? How did you do it?
Well, I removed 9 sticks. There's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You threw the rest in the garbage?
there should be 31 left. 4, 7.
And none of them, and you can't make a square out of anything.
19, 20, 24, 26, 30, 37, 31, yeah.
Good job.
8, 12, 16.
Okay, so now we're not going to do this. We're not looking at this person, whoever this old woman is. Old woman, quote I. Okay, so we have to go up to, we'll get rid of tar, and we'll put in pine sap, S. I'm a little worried that maybe it will catch fire. Oh, it's also called pine pitch. Ah, let's go to this one. All right, we'll check it out. Oh, got an ad. And while we're having an ad, and check this out here. See how we're doing.
Guys, this is Josh here with Chilean Wild Edibles, and today I want to shoot a little video for you guys on the uses and harvesting of pine sap, or pine pitch, as some like to call it. Now what you see here is this is called pine sap, or pine pitch. Now pine sap exudes from the wounds of most pine trees. Now this pine sap, or pitch, has a lot of different uses, whether it be for medicine, or whether it be for glue, or for fire starting, or many, many other resources that you can use this for. And we're going to talk a little bit about all of that today. Now earlier in the year, I did a video on the identification of the white pine, and I also talked a little bit about the uses of the inner bark, and how it can be used for medicine, how it can be eaten raw right off of the tree, and how it can even be dried and then ground into a flour.
Oh, really?
The nice thing is
Really? You
that
can
this
dry
inner
and...
bark off of the part of the pine tree, you're going to see this here, and you're going to see the sap or this pitch exuding from that wood.
Wow, look at how the wood, how the layers pull apart.
That you're going to notice, you may not see big clumps like this unless something severe has actually happened to the tree. You may see your pine pitch exuding down the tree like this.
I just made a video for you about that.
Here we can see this,
How it comes right
the
off.
tree where the sap is exuding. And the pine tree does this so that way it can heal
Amazing.
itself. Now, when it comes to using this pine sap for medicine, one thing that you want to keep in mind is that you're better off using the sap from the white pine. So if you don't know how to identify the white pine, I'll put a link in the description down below on my identification video on the white pine.
It's kind of got a
Now, the
greenish
sap has
trunk.
multiples of uses,
There's
whether
white
it
on
be
the.
for a glue, or a fire starter, or making torches, or whether
I
it
think
be
I should
for
take it off the
medicine
fire.
to help heal up a cut, or to help draw out infection, or to even help draw out splinters.
Oh, interesting. To draw out splinters.
This stuff is generally called by lawn bush crafters the super glue of the forest because it will glue most anything together. Some things that it doesn't glue together though, things like stainless steel, polyester, nylon, and a lot of synthetic materials don't get glued or sealed by this pitch.
But I bet it'll seal together my pine basket. So I don't want to watch him gather it because I already did that.
It's not easy to cut because it is hard and you are going to hit wood in there as well. And you've got to be careful that it doesn't pop off. You've got to be slow and wiggle the knife in like that. You got to make sure that your knife doesn't pop down because it is sticky. It's very hard, yet it's somewhat soft.
I used my really tiny
You may
knife,
notice
which
how in
worked
this
really
jar I
better.
already have quite a bit of pine sap. So
Hi,
I don't
happy
really need to be
Thanksgiving.
harvesting any of this. I'm just doing it just so that way you guys can get an idea of how I like to harvest my pine sticks.
Okay, so we can see how he did it now. So let's see what he does with it next.
Let's take this inside and I'll show you guys how to make this into a glue or how to use it for medicine. So let's get started. Alright, now whenever it comes to using your pine sap or your pine pitch, whether that be for medicine or glue, the very first thing that you're going to have to do with it before you can apply it to your skin or apply it to what it is you're trying to seal or glue together, you have to heat it up. And as you can see here, I have my pitch pan, as I like to call it, or my sap pan. And here what you can see is this is pine sap that has cat fur mixed in it. I just picked cat fur up from my floor and things like that when I'm sweeping, because sometimes the recipe for glue will call for fur or fibrous material, and fur works really well for that. However, you may also see this very smooth and slick stuff here, which there is no fur involved in it. And sometimes what you're trying to glue together will call for that instead. It just really depends on what you're trying to glue together.
Interesting, cat
The
fur.
first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up all of this pine sap or all of this pitch.
He's
That
using
way
a stick.
I can tilt it all to one side of the pan, and we can have this separated.
Ah, that's what I need to do.
Okay, now while your pine sap or pitch is heating up, it's a good idea to stir it if you can. Now, as you can see, this is still very stiff. I'm not able to do very much with it.
All right, we'll get a pan.
Just continue to
Goodbye.
If you guys are seeing any
Have a lovely day.
I just cleaned my burner, so you're just seeing some residual chemicals and food burn off my burner.
Always a challenge. I'm going to use this. I haven't separated it yet. But I'm going to put this. I'm going to paint it in there. I need my little stick. Where's the little stick I have? Oh, I don't know.
And now this paper towel is going to be a pretty good example of the gluing capabilities of pine sap or pine pitch. And you may notice that this pitch is black, and there's a reason for that, which I will explain just in a few minutes.
I think that's a good guy. I should listen to him.
Large chunk of some pine sap that I had gathered probably about a year or so ago. Now I'm going to set the in.
Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to glue here.
And that's another good reason for letting your pine pine sap from the pine tree is antibacterial and it's also antibiotic.
It's antibacterial.
So you don't have to worry much about bacteria getting in your vitamins. However, for glue, it is important to remove those impurities, especially for medicine. You don't really want to have chunks of outer bark and other stuff like that in your cut. So you're trying to seal it up from those things. Now, obviously, if you were trying to apply this pine sap to the skin to maybe help draw out a splinter, or to maybe help seal up a cut from infection, or to help keep it from getting worse, you want this to cool where it doesn't burn, and you still want it to be pliable or still flexible. So you have to somewhat test it with your fingers and make sure that you can actually do that without burning yourself. That is another very difficult thing for some people to maybe keep in mind when dealing with pine pitch. That this stuff
I've never done this before, but it's great because I'm sealing up all these problems.
So because of the fact that you have to use this stuff warm, you have to use it when it's somewhat soft, be careful to not burn yourself because this stuff can burn and cause burns like napalm. As a matter of fact, ancient Roman fire, you guys can look it up, one of the main constituents of Roman fire was pine pitch or pine sap. So keep that in mind is that this stuff can be very, very dangerous.
So when you make a boat, you would cover it with this, right?
Even do know what you're dealing with. So be careful and do not burn yourself. Okay, now here I can tell that I can touch it because it doesn't hurt. So here you guys may be able to see this
No, you can touch it because it doesn't hurt.
That's exactly what we want if we're going to apply it to our skin. Let's say if I had a cut right there, see how this is already softened up, and it's stuck. It's stuck here. Stuck here. So if I want to warm this up, I'm going to actually have to go slowly soften it. I have to stick my finger back in the pan. Because you notice I'm doing that here. I'm making sure I do it very carefully. And I wanted to do this so you guys can see exactly what happened.
I'm making a dirty mess. So this should be watertight when I'm done. Let's see if it'll float. See, at the moment I can see light through there. This corner. But that won't last. Okay. For my very first pine tar, I think it's going to be okay that it's messy because I don't really know what I'm doing. That's pretty cool, eh?
Now when I simply got it warmed up, you just simply spread it on the area where it's soft enough to spread. It's very easy to do. Now if you're using this method with the amber colored stuff, you may know that
Oh, and then it gets crumbly when it's hardened.
you've got to work fast. You got to be careful not to burn yourself. But this will work as a really good band-aid to help seal up any wounds or any cuts. It will also help to draw out splinter. This will also help to draw out infections. So this can be very useful not only around the home in a quick pinch, but it can also be very useful in a survival situation if you have nothing else to
All right.
burn out. And because this is applied fresh, but it's still soft, it's going to be difficult to remove.
Cool, eh?
And I can't really just scrape it right off of there. However, with enough force, it comes off just like a band-aid without leaving any sticky residue on my fingers. Just like a band-aid. So that's something to keep
So I've got it on my finger.
in pitch, so that way you don't have to
So he said you peel it off just like a Band-Aid.
Okay, now whenever you want to use your pine sap or your pine pitch for glue, one important thing you're going to need is going to be charcoal. What I have here is just some hardwood charcoal. This is just what I get from outside. You can secure it by having mortar and pestle.
Hey, look, it's gonna come off with my towel. It kind of becomes brittle.
Doesn't take very long, thankfully, because it's charcoal. Now the finer we ground this, the more effective our pitch glue is going
Okay, well, there we have it. What do you think? Pine tar. See if I can turn you around. Pine tar with stuff in it, and the basket. This was that crack I had to work with. Guess I have to find out what's wrong with Maya. Okay, well, that was your lesson in pine pitch.
This pine sap or this pine pitch, snip it all down to one corner or one end. And then now at this point, our pitch glue is ready to be used. If you want to make yourself some pitch sticks, you can simply just roll yourself a stick around in this pitch until it solidifies. And just keep doing that until it grows larger and larger. And then you'll end up having a really big ball of pitch on the end of this stick, of pitch glue. And you can just carry these sticks with you and then heat them up over a fire in a quick survival situation and have yourself some quick glue. As you may be able to notice here, you can see that pine sap starting to build up. Now you can just go ahead and make that ball as big as you want or as small as you want. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you. This is ready to use as is for glue. Now you guys may remember that paper towel from earlier. Now paper towels are made out of synthetic material, so you can see how this didn't really stick too well. It doesn't adhere it very well because it's synthetic material. And
Mine was cotton, that tea towel that it stuck to in there.
And it's a synthetic material.
Anyway.
I don't know how well you guys can see this, but this black stuff that you see here is pine pitch
Okay.
glue. Now this is glue that I had glued this stone head that I had put in
Goodbye.
club that I had made. And this thing
Oh, wait. I better find out who this is, right? Because we're kind of imposing on copyright.
It is stuck in there.
Where's my
This is the
clicker?
efficiency and the effectiveness of pitch glue. So make sure that you're very
Oh, look at the mess. The mess. The mess.
and what substance or what residue you use.
Very interesting, eh? I think I'll want to keep it on in the can.
Make sure to subscribe.
Okay, just a minute. We gotta go back. Go back. Him. Trillium Wild Edibles. So let's go to his channel. You go into it, you push the enter and get in. Have to wait for the ad. My deer came up to the house at noon. That's amazing. We are on his journey. Okay. So now, so first we push this pause button, and then we push the over button. How come we can't see anything? The over button, this one. Go over, captions, channel. Then you push the round middle of the round button. Okay. And then we'll go up to the top, and we'll go to subscribe. There we go. He's got some good stuff. Bone set tincture. What do you use bone set tincture for? Is it? I don't think it does your bones though, does it? Anyway, and these are be all of his videos. Okay, so
This is Josh here at Untitled Chapter, and today I want to show you this awesome homemade fire starter that you guys can make yourself at home with pine sap and beeswax. This is really easy to make, and you can make it in just a few minutes at home. So let's try this out and see how this works.
pine sap and beeswax. Wait a minute, what was all that he put in there? What was the black stuff? Oh, maybe it was.
The first thing we want to do whenever we're making our fire starter is just put about a teaspoon of pine sap into a heated pan. And then go ahead and drop yourself about a teaspoon of beeswax into that same pan. You want to make sure that you kind of centralize them in one spot because whenever they melt, it'll be a lot easier to make them together. So we just want to let these melt and then we'll mix them together. Alright, you can see how this is melting up. It's melting up together, right?
His melts instantly.
Flip it around. You can see that wax starting to mix into that pine sap.
What was it he's making?
Just gonna do.
Hey, look, he's melting the pine sap.
Just go ahead and mix in about a teaspoon of charcoal powder.
Charcoal. He added
About a
charcoal.
quarter teaspoon of sawdust. You can use any sawdust that you want.
Sawdust, charcoal,
Sawdust will burn differently than
pine
hardwood
sap.
sawdust or softwood sawdust, and I'm actually using softwood sawdust. This is actually from tulip poplar and pine. So you can use really whatever you have on hand.
What's
for
this?
this. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, that's Opa's game. He was trying to figure out the answer.
Okay, I guess you can.
You can put it away, okay, Willem, so they don't get... Here, Desmond, you want to try it?
Yeah.
You tell Desmond how to do it, Willem. What?
Do it.
And then go ahead and get yourself a piece
It's
of
very, very difficult.
wax
Very, very
mixture
difficult.
right
Took me a
onto
long
that piece of
time.
wax paper.
Okay, now.
You're probably going to see some separation. That's A-okay.
Okay.
You can fix that in just a second.
Now, first of all, you want to set it up properly.
You need squares.
All
You
squares.
obviously want to make sure that you're not going to burn yourself with the heat through the wax paper, because that would really suck.
Squares. That's. Here, Grandma.
Oh,
Okay,
look,
now,
it's my thumb.
so then, Desmond,
Flip it up,
you see all these little
See
squares,
my
right?
thumb?
tap
Now
it
what
in
do
shape,
There are 16 of them.
with our spoon.
Then there's bigger squares.
There we are.
1,
Tapped it in shape with our spoon. You can see this
3,
nice patty-like shape that we have.
5,
Once this is cooled off,
6,
we're going to be able to move
7,
this very
8,
easily.
and 9. There's bigger squares still. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So he just lights that little piece. That becomes his thing.
Okay.
Beeswax, resin, charcoal, and
You have
sawdust.
to-
We can do that. Do you want to do that?
Matt,
All right.
yeah. I mean,
We'll
that's
do that later, okay? That looks
No.
fun. See you later.
You're
Thanks for
gonna have to
watching and
remove
being here.
9 matches,
And
no
happy
more than 9,
Thanksgiving.
and there shouldn't be any square left. And then the rest of the matches, you leave the rest of the matches, and there won't be any square left.
You anyone.
But there can be rectangles.
It could be rectangles, or they could be loose, or whatever, right?
You can do anyone.
Just 9.
Yeah, but it has to be 9. You have
And
to,
then if it's the wrong one, if it didn't get rid of the square,
anyway, so that'll take you a while.
1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. 9. That almost got rid of the square. It almost got rid of the square.
You don't have to remove the entire square, okay? For instance, if
you got rid of a lot of them, didn't you?
So you got
9.
So you got rid of this big square, right? But there are still this little square is still there, and a whole bunch of little squares are still there. And there's this here a little bit medium square.
But you know what you can do? If you take out this one, suddenly you have a rectangle, so you don't have a square anymore.
Hey, I already took out 9.
Okay.
Okay, but you still have squares.
Still have
See?
squares. Got to try it again.
Try it again.
Try 9 new ones.
Try it again. Put them back together. Try it again, and see there is in such a way there is no square left.
Let's try
No
to do
complete square.
so hard. What's that?
That is a. Well, it says it's a chickadee, but it isn't. That's a hawk. The bald eagle, I think.
No. So maybe I could like that on this one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
So let's look and find out what all the other
I don't know.
uses of pine tar are.
Mama stayed home. Let me stay home because yeah, mine doesn't go to daycare, and I want to stay home with you. With
We'll go back to pine sap. Let's go. Let's say cleaning pine sap. a cleaning pine sap. Let's see how to do that. The best tree sap removal product for your car is tree sap removal. That's not what I meant. Baked on, oh my goodness, this is how to get rid of it all from your car. Removing pine sap. Purifying or cleaning pine sap, that's what I want. Easy way to get tree sap out of your clothing. Okay, so anyway, we want to find out how to clean the sap. Hey, thanks for putting them all away. 4 Directions bushcraft. Let's see what they're about.
I'm gonna boil or heat up some pine sap in order to purify it.
Look, a little dog is there, and a big dog. They're camping. There's a little boy and a girl.
So
They're all camping.
out of it. So what it essentially does is
Here's
the
the backpack.
pure pine
There's the
sap will float to the top of the water, and all the sediment and sticks and bark and everything will sink to the bottom.
Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. Okay, that's what I'll do. So I'll add water to my...
By the way,
Yes?
if you don't have one of them cases already, then Kydex,
Okay, this...
one of a kind,
Okay, so we need to get... We're going to put some water in this pine sap and see if it'll separate into sap and junk. I made those bowls. Isn't that cool? I must be amazing. So I'm going to put it all the way up there because I want to melt all that other tar off the top.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take this off, we're going to place
So you
the
make
sap
a pile.
collected
Why you make a pile?
just in a pepper tin.
No, I'm
It's almost full.
watching.
Actually, me and Brandon collected this one.
He and Brandon collected that. See?
Looks like
You see Brandon? Hey.
Oh, that is plastic.
No, he's a little boy. See him sitting over there in the green shirt? Or maybe he's got a... Oh, there's a dog beside him.
No.
Oh, that's his leg rolling back and forth. There's a dog, and there's a boy in a girl in green, and then there's a boy in the corner, way up in the top corner. You can see him. What's he doing there? Is he making cordage out of a piece of bark?
what I want to do is add this stuff to it.
Okay, so he's boiling it up. Yeah, see the little boy up at the top? This is their dad. He's making pine sap, cleaning the pine sap.
Stuff's been in there for
What's
quite
the
some time.
dad's name?
We'll melt that
I don't remember. Didn't see it yet.
Alright, you can kind of see it
What
separated.
are you making?
He's separating the pine tar from the water, or from the junk.
He's making pine sap?
Yeah, sap was that white stuff that comes out of the pine tree that's sticky.
Alright, so what I'm going to do
It
is
gets hard on the outside of the
let this
tree.
water evaporate. And then I should be left with just my pine sap. Now, getting it out of there and not making a mess is going to be a little tricky.
Watch out for Maya.
Going on right here.
Oh, did you go to the grocery store? You got some honeycomb, taking it home to put in the kitchen? spinning around with a log.
When you're making a lot of char cloth like this, you need to knock it around and stir it around.
Oh,
a little
char
bit so
cloth.
everything, look at all that smoke. Everything gets charred in there evenly.
I made some char cloth. Dirty stuff.
Unfortunately, we'll have to use our old can for this.
So is he,
We'll have another one. So the water's almost gone. Oh! We'll let that water go just a little longer. When that water evaporates out of there, we'll just simply pour it right in here. Right, almost into my sacred coffee. See that, Brianna?
It's crazy.
Got a piece of charcoal in there
I'd say, come on, not with the pliers that you
that I just scraped the thing with.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and hit it off.
she was obedient. She pushed the off button as soon as he said. Okay, so we're waiting for ours to do it.
Now, obviously you can use this to start fires, you can use this to make glue.
Very
Liquid
stuck in
charcoal,
there.
and make pine pitch. To make glue. And you can also use it medicinally as far as tea. So we're going to try.
It's not heating up. It's cold water still.
I think there's still some stuff floating around in there. We're going to try all that out.
This is very interesting. I want to see if this is, if you can peel the bark now. See if I were to cut it. Maybe I'll try that.
It's going to be here.
What's happening out here? Hey Maya, you gotta take care of yourself. Gotta put your shoes and coat on.
Make her take this up.
Well, how do you do it when you're at daycare?
Huh?
Huh? So where's that knife of mine? Oh yeah. Here, I put it in the bar of soap. Ta-dum, ta-dum. Bar of soap's not looking so good. Been in my pocket. Hi. So how's he doing here? Can't even see where the can is. Okay. We'll try this. Make a little cut here.
I'm stuck. Oh, I did it.
Now, how do you make medicine out of the bark?
Yes.
Well, that is pure pitch. Practice. But it is pitch that I can use.
Happy Thanksgiving.
The consistency of it is interesting. I can tell that it's pure because
People make baskets, but they buy their reed,
Harley's really
which doesn't really help you if you need a basket
just like
and you don't have a store and you want to do it from the wild.
rock or something. It smells good. But you can tell, see, I can almost crumble it. Now, you can tell, see the water is on top now. And I can see pour that out. So it has separated. I think there's still some wrap in there, some leaves and some sticks and stuff, but oh well. Let's try to get the rest of it.
Oh no. Coming through the ditch. Okay, so go around the basket carefully. Okay.
Pine pitch. That's a heck of a resource.
No, move this way.
Well, did he? What did he?
Move as you keep trying.
So you can also make pine pitch sticks like this as well. As the pine
You can! Just
separates
back
from the
up!
water,
Back
you just
up!
take your stick, roll it around in there.
No, I didn't say go in front. Now stop what you're doing and don't move. And go over there and fix that. And fix the carpet. And then it's flat so we can go. Okay, Maya, go do that.
After you get done rolling it around,
Right? And it makes it clear.
and
Then
then
we can go fine. See?
dip it in
No,
cold water.
flatter,
Solidify
flatter,
really
all
fast.
the way. Ah, come on.
But
Oh,
now,
back up the car.
we're just gonna
Yes,
resin.
we did it. Ow, we did it, Maya. You pecked the bagel. Maya, we did it.
She did it.
Now we can go. Come on, let's go.
She was the hero. Thanks, Maya.
Come on, time to go. Let's go.
Those wheels don't work so well on that one.
I'm good at it. You should just lift it. You should just lift the front and pull it backwards. That's easier, so then you can do this and then get on here easily. You're always never doing my instructions. You never listen to my instructions.
Hey.
So we almost utilize
Go and make it all better. Tell her you're sorry you hit her. That's not sorry. Desmond, you need to go and have a timeout.
No,
You have to make it all better.
no.
Opa.
No,
Well, then just be nice to Maya. Tell Maya sorry. Tell Maya sorry. You hit her. If you were at school, you'd go to the office for hitting, wouldn't you?
See, that's how you make your pine
No,
pitch.
it won't. It won't. Go down this. Only a timeout.
This isn't warming up fast.
Dip it in cold water, and that'll solidify. Make your pine pitch stick. You add a little bit of charcoal to it.
I'm surprised that you don't read about pine bark being used very much.
Because it's still a little gooey,
Yeah?
but
Have
you
you seen my
can
bag
just
of
touch it
Zygatol?
with your hand.
Of what?
Zygatol.
Yes, it's over on the other side.
Add your charcoal to that.
Might be in the cupboard.
That would be your pine pitch glue.
What's that?
Or,
This is a piece of pine tree.
and just gather the resin, and then you can use it for
Why are you
multiple
doing that?
What if this is resin? Do you think any of that
pine
is?
pitch.
What are you doing?
I'm cooking the piece of root
Fire starter.
and seeing what happens with the skin when I cook it.
I like keeping it like this because
It's very leathery.
the option whenever I want to use
Rips
it for.
when you cook it.
Well, I'm using my knife to separate it.
Alright.
Separated.
Yeah, I'm separating it from the bark. I'm separating the
Watch it,
bark
guys. Alright, everybody, so
from the
thanks for joining us today.
branch. You're welcome.
It's
No, Maya.
Look at them in the woods making a video.
you said no jinx. Remember?
Doesn't mean I can't.
Well, there we go. So we've watched them do that. I'm trying to take this bark off of the.
Now to process down some pine sap so you can get sap nuggets that are great for fire and pine resin, which is great for multiple uses. Don't go away.
Very.
Axes are really good for cutting about it.
Oops. Inner Beast Outdoors. Uh-oh, I think we're losing everybody. I think we gotta go. Say goodbye.
Don't go bye-bye.
Goodbye.
No.
Goodbye. Their battery is running.
That's what I've done.
That was silly. I fell down.
Push it down into the flower pot.
We're going.
I'm kind of mushrooming over.